In today's video, I'm going to share with you something that I learned and something that you're already doing. You just don't even know that you're doing it. You don't even consciously pay attention to it. But it has a very important lesson for the way that we live our lives and the way that we're able to build a business. So first, what I want to do is I want to show you what you're already doing and you're not even paying attention to it, and how you can utilize that same process to build your business. Now, I make videos like this because I'm not one of these guys that just want to pump you up. What I want to do is I want to get you excited. I want to get you motivated on the inside so you can start making some changes in your life. I need you to pull out a piece of paper and I want you to write down what I write down on the board. The reason why I want you to do that is because mentally, it's like you're exercising mentally, consciously. But to get it into your subconscious, to get it into your body, to get that good feeling, you need to have some type of movement in your body. You are not a robot that's just sitting there watching YouTube videos. You have to take action. So now, let me ask you this question. Have you ever had the feeling that you're just overwhelmed with stuff that you have to care about? Like with people, with things that you got to do, day-to-day tasks, like you're just overwhelmed with all of this stuff that you got on your mind on what you have to do. Well, I'm going to share with you something that you're already doing, but you're just not applying it in your life fully. This is something that you already know how to do it. You do it automatically, but you don't understand why you do it automatically. You don't even understand that you're doing it automatically. So the way that I'm going to demonstrate it is I'm going to demonstrate it as if it's a family. So, and then we'll get into how this relates to business. But this is a very important lesson because you're still going to have to do the same thing on a personal level with some people, and you got to do the same thing with your business. So now, let's just imagine this is you, and this is your parents. If you didn't have, just for the example, if this doesn't match you, put someone else in this place. It's just people. Let's just say that this is your cousin, brother, sister, whoever. Let's just have a group of people on this side here. And then as you move forward in life, let's just say that you meet someone and you get married. I don't even know if you're aware of this. You may not even be aware of this. But for you to have the capacity to care for this person, you have to minimize the care in your mind, in your thought process, or you will be overwhelmed as an individual. Someone on this side. You don't have to take my word on it. What I want you to do, and that's why I want you to write it down on a piece of paper, because you can start imagining, who did you cross off? Think about it this way. It could be a cousin, a cousin that you've always been around, and then when you got married, the caring amount about what they're going through day to day in their life, all of a sudden it's just like we might call each other once a month or once every 2 months. And then when you see that cousin at an event or something, it's like you connect right there, but they were always there. They were always there. It's just that your capacity to care the same about that person was taken up by this person. And as you extend your family, let's say you have some children. Let's just say that you have 4 children. Your capacity for your mind, unless you're going to blow yourself up and go crazy, end up in a psych ward, or have emotional issues all the time because you feel like you don't have no time for yourself, You're either dedicating all the time here and you're dedicating the time over here, and you say, I don't have no time for myself. Well, the reason why you don't have more time for yourself is because you're not paying attention to what you have to do internally. Internally, you have to release, and I don't want to draw an X, but let's just say the amount of mind, energy, power, and the amount, the level of caring has to go down. Now, we do this automatically. If you have a family, we do this automatically. When you have children, it automatically takes that certain level down for any other relatives that you have. You know that is the truth. You know that that's the truth. So now when it comes to business, let's look at it for business. You have your business. You have your business. What people tend to do is they try to start a business and then they care about everything else that everybody says about them. They try to help out with other things that people are going through. They try to just do everything for everybody. And you just cannot do that. You have to focus on yourself, and you have to get rid of everything that is an obstacle. You have to just get rid of it. You have to just put it aside. And it's going to be very difficult for you to do it, but you're going to have to put that aside. Because if you don't, it's going to make it to where it's just overwhelming with stuff. Now, one of the things that you got to do with business, and this is something that I see that's even worse than when I was coming up in business because of the internet, is that there's all of these different opportunities for you to do this Amazon business, to do this real estate business, to do this online business, to be a consultant, to be a coach. All of this stuff is hitting you. So you have all of these different opportunities that are hitting you. You're seeing them all. And you're just like, I want to do all of them. But what you have to do is you have to pick what you want to do. Because my lesson, my rule for anyone that I coach in business is that you got to get one success under your belt. And that success under your belt needs to pay for everything. It needs to pay for all of your expenses. It needs to allow you to quit your job. It needs to allow you to take care of your family. It needs to allow you to be able to pay your taxes. It needs to allow you to be able to have extra money before you do any other stuff. So utilizing that same example that I gave you about family, you have to do that with all of these different opportunities that are just being thrown at you. Because you can't care about being in this network marketing company and then this other network marketing company and then this coaching business and then this other Amazon delivery business or whatever it is. You cannot do that. You don't have the capacity. You will find yourself saying again, I don't have time for myself. I don't know what I want to do. You'll just have a total mind freeze. So what you need to do is, just like you have to put some of those family members, the caring that you had with them has to go down so you can have the capacity to care about your immediate family. The same thing you have to do for your business is you have to put all of the other stuff aside. You got to pick one. What one is that going to be? What one is that going to be? To be able to do that, you have to say to yourself, what do I really want to do? What do I really want to do? And then once you figure out what you really want to do, you start doing everything to make that business successful. You start doing everything to be able to have that business support you and your family, put money aside, taxes, everything that I listed earlier. You have to get it to do that. That's exactly what my wife and I did. When we started our company, our advertising company in 1990, We put everything else aside. There was network marketing opportunities. There was real estate opportunities back then. The internet didn't exist, but there was still a whole bunch of stuff. People used to go around doing seminars and all. We put everything aside and we did that business. And guess what? People were saying to us, are you crazy doing that? Because they couldn't see what we could see for that business. So what did we have to do then? We had to put those people aside. And if you watch my other videos, I say you really don't even need to involve them at all in your business. Don't depend on family and friends to support you in your business. It isn't even any of their business on what you're doing. Your focus for yourself, or if you have a partner or a wife, whoever's going to be doing this business with you, the focus is we are going to run this business and start making money, and that money is going to take us away from having to work 9 to 5. It's going to pay every bill that we got. It's going to give us extra money to do the things that we want to do. It's going to pay the taxes. It's going to do everything. And we don't need multiple streams of income to do that. We're going to do it with one business. That's what my wife and I focused on. Later, after you get that victory under your belt, that business is doing everything that you dreamed about, then you can look at doing multiple streams of income. But if you want to stay like most people, 95% of the people who start a business fail within 1 year. The other 4% fail within 2 to 3 years. Less than 1% become successful. And if you look at the 1% that become successful, what did they focus on? They focused on one business, and they made sure that they did everything possible to get that business to take care of everything they have in their life that they need to take care of, plus money in your pocket, extra money that you can do whatever you want with it. You do not start a business to just circle money, to just bring in money and give it to somebody else to pay bills. You don't do business for that. You do business to change your life. And the way that you're going to be able to change your life is you're going to have to get rid of other things that you care about. So when it comes to business, this is something that I did. I'm a huge football fan, huge Dallas Cowboy fan. During that period of time, I barely watched any sports when we were building our business. I was working 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning, security guard job. Got up in the morning after getting a little bit of sleep and started going out, hitting the streets because cell phones didn't exist then. My wife and I went store to store to tell them about the opportunity that we had to help them bring in more business through our advertising magazine. That's what we did every day. Yes, I was tired. Yes, some days I didn't feel like doing it. But guess what? I really wanted to do it. And that business made me a millionaire. That business. And that business helped me start other businesses. But the thing about it that I go back to when I think about it is that we did the one business. That one business, I remember when we focused so hard, we started it in 1990. And within 3 months, I was already making more than what I made at my 9 to 5 or 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. job. And then by the 8th month, I let that go. So since 1990, by concentrating fully on that one business, I have not worked for anyone but myself since 1990. Watching this video right now is 2024. So imagine yourself right now, you're starting right now in 2024. And then 30-something years later, you are being able to say the same thing that I'm saying. But it started with what I just told you, is you got to focus on that one business. Don't be fooled by what other people are telling you on YouTube and all these other places. Not to say that some of this information isn't good. But there is no such thing for a beginning entrepreneur with multiple streams of income. It does not exist. It does not exist. Take that out of your mind so you can clear up the space to concentrate on this right here. That number one, first choice, whatever business you choose. There is no right or wrong business other than it needs to have a market. Don't start a business that doesn't have a market, a huge market. You got that under your belt, then you start pushing your business and you do everything. You advertise your business. You do whatever you can do on social media. You do what you got to do by opening. If you got a storefront, you open that place on time every day. No questions asked. And you run your business. If it's an online business, you do what it takes to bring people to see what you had to offer. You do lead generation. You do everything that is necessary. You don't take time off to BS when you are building a business. You don't. I'm just going to tell you straight up what I did. When my wife and I started pushing our business, there was no time for other people. There was no time to listen to people saying, why are you doing this and crazy and all of that stuff. There is no time for them. The time is going to be for you and whoever is going to be your partner or whoever is doing this with you. All the other distractions, they got to go. And you start focusing on this business. So now what I'm going to do in this next video, so this one is going to be connected to another video. I'm going to show you how to take negative thoughts out of your mind. Because right now, I already know I can read your mind through this video. You are already thinking about the negative things on why you can't be successful, about all the stuff you don't have, about all the education that you think you need to have, about all of the money that you and the resources that you think you need to have. Maybe where you live at, the environment, all of that stuff. You're thinking about that right now. I already know about it. So after this video, I'm going to connect this one to this next video about removing negative thinking. Thank you for your time. Post your questions and comments. Like this video. This is Stephen A. Williams with Making Money with Stephen A. Williams.